with that out of the way, we can go right ahead and talk about the Celtics game that happened last night. And now that the Celtics win Game 5, the series is over. So the Celtics, they don't have to play another game until the next winner of the Eastern Conference semifinals is decided between the Knicks and the Pacers. And they're currently still in the series, and they're going to play Game 6 in hopes that the Knicks can close out, or that if the Pacers, since they do play at home, they might win Game 6, which will force a Game 7, thus giving the Boston Celtics more time to rest up. So this series, it was, again, 4-1, so really wasn't that close, and this series is sort of a repeat of how the Celtics dealt with the Miami Heat. They won Game 1, sort of took it easy in Game 2, and in Game 2, the other team capitalized by hitting a lot of three-pointers, more so than you would expect. Then in the next few games, the Celtics continued to dominate and won the last 3 games to make the series 5-1. It's almost a complete repeat of what they did in the first round against the Miami Heat. And Celtics in this game, Jason Tatum, he ended the game with 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. So he played very impressive in this game. Drew Holiday, he only had 13 points in this elimination game. Al Horford had 22 points and 15 rebounds in this elimination game. I told you he's also a pretty viable option on the Celtics to be their starter, and he's proven that in this game. 22 points and 15 rebounds on 35 minutes is insane. And let's see, just looking at the rest of the box scores, Jaylen Brown, he didn't really play well this game. He only had 11 points, but again, he only took 9 shots, so he made them count, I guess you could say. Derek White, he had 18 points in this game, but he shot very poorly, 7 for 17 from the field. And the rest of the team, they shot very well from 3, as a whole. The team shot 19 of 43 from the three-point line, which is 44%. They took a lot of three-pointers, and they also shot 52% from the field in this elimination game. Again, this is how you're supposed to play in an elimination game, regardless of what side you're on, whether you're on the winner or the losing side of the elimination game, and you're the one that's in the deficit in the series. This is how you're supposed to play in an elimination game right here. The Cavs, on the other hand, they did not play very well in this elimination game. So, except for Evan Mobley. And Evan Mobley, he ended the game with 33 points. He did take 24 shots, however, but 15 for 24, that's all right, I guess. I mean, in the elimination game, simply because, it is an elimination game, there is a lot of pressure. Darius Garland did not play well in this elimination game at all. He shot 4 for 17 from the field, and he only scored 11 points, which is really, really bad for an elimination game. Max Strus did not play well in this elimination game either. And the fact that Marcus Morris was the second best player on the Cavs, 10 for 13 from the field in this elimination game, is a big problem for the Cavs. Garland is supposed to be that second option, and here he is going 4 for 17 from the field. And he was also very underwhelming this season. I thought for sure he was going to take a leap and become a 22, 25 point per game scorer, but that hasn't happened yet. And he's averaged 18 points and 6 assists, which isn't bad, but again, it's still a step back from what I thought he would be, or how I thought he would be playing, especially in this playoff series. I thought this would elevate him, but turns out it did the exact opposite. So, pretty bad news for the Cavs, and the Cavs, now they're out of the playoffs for the second straight season. And the Cavs, in franchise history, have only made it out the second round twice without LeBron James. And the last time they did that was 32 years ago. With LeBron, they made 6 Eastern Conference Finals. And it's really it really hasn't been the same for the Cavs. However, I do have to give them props because this is the first time in literal decades that they look like a functioning team and without LeBron James guiding them. However, there is drama around this Cavs team. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to save that for the third segment. So if you're interested in the Cavs drama, be sure you tune in to the third segment after I talk about the Mavericks and the OKC game. But I mean, like the Celtics, like so I'm going to focus talking more about the Celtics. Like they're just the better team in this series. They've always been the better team in every single series that they've played, and they've had it a little bit lucky, I will say. Like even though they still outclass their opponent, they've had it lucky in the sense that they didn't have to play their opponent fully healthy. Like they didn't like, and honestly, it seems like that's going to be the case for the next round if the Knicks win. Because if the Knicks win in the next round, they're an injury prone team, and they're also a team that has a couple of players on the bench due to injury, like Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson. Those are very important players for the Knicks, and they're not going to be in the rotation against the Boston Celtics. So again, the Celtics are going to have even more of an advantage going into the series because the Knicks aren't healthy. Similar to how the Miami Heat wasn't healthy since they didn't have Jimmy Butler playing in the series, and similar to how Donovan Mitchell wasn't healthy after Game 4 due to a calf strain. And once Donovan Mitchell went out with a calf strain, the series was basically done and decided. And similar to how when Jimmy Butler went out for the Miami Heat, the series was done and decided. The series was already decided before the series even started. There was no way in hell that the Celtics were going to lose that series or any of those series when those players were injured. It looked dreary in Game 2, but it's been looking dreary in Game 2 for the Celtics team every single time in the series. And again, even though it is a little bit easier, that doesn't mean that they weren't going to win and Jimmy Butler would have made that much of a difference, because Jimmy did say if I played in the series then things would have been different. No, they wouldn't have. I'm sorry, they wouldn't have been different. The Celtics team is ridiculous. The Celtics team is it outmatches everybody else in the Eastern Conference, and hopefully the Knicks could beat them. They do have a solid chance, but then again, just a solid chance. There's no guarantee, given how overpowered the Celtics are and their roster is. This is by far their best team that they've had with Jason Tatum, and their best team in the Celtics overall in a while. So we'll see how the Knicks and the Pacers series go. They do not play tonight, unfortunately, for whatever reason. I have no idea why they're not playing tonight. They will play tomorrow, however, at 8:30, and obviously, I'm going to be tuning into that game. But I'm very surprised that they aren't going to be playing tonight. It's a little. Maybe it's because they have to shift the series over to Indiana, which is why they aren't going to be playing tonight. But the Timberwolves and the Nuggets, they are going to be playing tonight. So I might as well go ahead and give my my predictions for that game. I think the Nuggets are going to easily close them out. And granted, my picks so far, they haven't really been that good. So if you should probably vote against the Timberwolves, because Ant did say, see you in Game 7. So I don't think he has any intention of losing that game. And Ant is dangerous. He's very dangerous. So that's all I got to say on this first segment. So we are out of time. And now we will go ahead and go into the second segment, where I talk about the Dallas Mavericks and the Thunder and their playoff series and how that's going right now, how it's looking for them. So I will be right back after this short break.
feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the